Welcome to Sinbin Stream. Tonight in NHL second round playoff action, we start out with game 2. Flyers at Hurricanes. Canes up 1-0 in the series. All right, audio's good on Twitch. Let's check out YouTube. Let's check the audio. All right, we are good. Let's get the chat. All right, puck drop in about 5, well, now closer to 4 minutes. Probably I'm delayed though. On the ESPN app, hopefully it doesn't back up on me again tonight. Holy cow. All right, in early, Ricky, Hurricanes wipe out the, I think you meant Flyers. Go Hurricanes. Yep, hit like and subscribe. Thank you. Hope everyone's doing fantastic. Yes, thanks, Ricky. Yeah, I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well, Ricky. Hello, Dave. Kieran, press the like button. Thank you. Gracie, hello. Sabres update. That's right. Game 1 is Wednesday night. Go Flyers, says Derek. Yeah, I'm not against the Flyers. I don't know. I just have a bad feeling it's going to be Canes Avalanche, and I'll root for the Avalanche. I'm hoping it's Buffalo, Minnesota, or Montreal, Minnesota. What's up, Kieran? All right, you said that already. I don't know why it's Davey. Hello, Dave. Carrick may join because, oh, he's ahead of schedule. Gotcha. Yeah, and they play every other day, I noticed. Like, they don't have a 2-day window because they're starting so late. So, all hands on deck. That'd be great for Buffalo. But I'm assuming it's going to be Vladar against Anderson. Actually, I got to get the anthem queued up. Just remembered that. Let's see. No Canadian anthem tonight. Wednesday, yes. All right. It is the second one from the bottom. Oh, going for Philly. Gotcha. Yep, they do. I mean, like a bunch of teams. It is Vladar in net, and it is Anderson in net. Did they already do the anthem? Maybe they didn't show the anthem? Don't understand. No, we're doing the anthem now. All right. Got the anthem going. Thanks, Ricky. Yeah, if Carrick is ready, I think that helps them get physical. I think, yeah. I think some of that physicality will be nice for the Sabres to get back in their lineup, no doubt. No, I think so. Random Aussie in the future. It's Tuesday morning on the other end of the world. Welcome. Thanks, Bon. Appreciate you. Yeah. Let's go Whalers. Yeah. This is the only Canes merch I have, so. Oh, I'm sick of them wearing these black unis too. Is that just their home jersey now with the 2 flags? I mean, it's cool and all, but I still prefer their Hurricane logo, and I couldn't get a fitted hat in this Hurricane logo. The only thing 47 brand still has is the hockey stick with the 2 Hurricane flags on it. I don't know. Maybe that's part of the reason I like the Canes so much, is they're the former Hartford team, but it does not translate for Quebec to Colorado. I'm not a fan of Colorado. Oh, sorry, we let the next song go. I was going by the anthem on TV. Oh, dang it. I forgot to unmute for the anthem. Dang it. I knew I screwed up something. Oh, well, sorry about that. Well, we'll get the goal horn ready. Oh, well, so much. I botched the anthem. My bad. Anderson 5-0, .90 goals against average, save percentage 961, 2 shutouts, including, wasn't it game 1? Oh, they don't even have it. Wait, yeah, 3-0. So he had a shutout in game 1. All right, just about set to get underway here. Flyers in white, left to right. Canes in black, right to left. Face off. And the Canes send it in, but it's tipped into the benches at 19:52, first whistle. Oh, nice, Bond. Partial season ticket holder of them in the 90s. That's cool. Yeah, I've seen there's this video I want to watch about where they played. Face off and dumped in near corner. Sent out by the Flyers, taken up. Zegras tried to chase it behind the net, but it's already sent out by the Canes. Stahl picks it up, far circle. Sent it towards the crease, but the Flyers swept it out of there. It's picked up by Blake, I believe, in his defensive zone. He leaves it for the defenseman. That's Miller. Miller out there with Walker. Sent ahead, and the Flyers tip it ahead into the O-zone. Chased by Forrester and sent around by the Canes, but now they get it out. No shots on goal yet. Over-under's 5.5. Is that just like the default for every game? I feel like every game has been 5.5. On ESPN, of course, because they do that. Dump in by the Canes, and the Flyers pick it up behind their own net. Swept out and to the slot. Taken again by Jankowski. Or is it Jankowski? Put into the far corner, now to the near boards. Still no shots on goal. Dumped in by the Flyers, and red line sent ahead. Taken away again by the Flyers, sent out down the length of the ice on net, so no icing. Looks like that's Taylor Hall with the puck. No, it was probably Slavin. It was 74, not 71. All right, taken by the Flyers. They get it out, and to the red line, dumped in. Chased into the... Nope, either offsides or icing, I guess, on the Flyers. 17:53. Want to see Carolina against Buffalo. Yeah, I mean, I guess Philly would be the easier matchup, but yeah, this is a 1 versus 8. This should have happened in the first round. That's kind of why I'm still rooting for the Canes. I just think this format needs to be tossed in the garbage, and we go back to 1 through 8. Pass ahead by Stankoven to the far circle. Shot sent around. No, that was Svechnikov. What am I saying? Screwed up the numbers. All right, we do have Finally, ESPN puts the shots up. It's 2-1. Flyers take it up the middle, but it's knocked away. Gostisbehere gets hit. Nice hit by Konechny. Canes send it down, but this is icing on Carolina. 17:05. And the draw will be in the Canes zone. Yeah, Avalanche Wild was wild. 14 different goal scorers. Only one player scored 2 in a 9-6 game. Just that one empty netter, too. 5-5 after 2. Avs were up 3-0. Wild had I think a 5. They were Avs were up 4-2. Shot. Oh, I thought they scored. It was wide of the net in the slot. How'd they miss? Sorry, I'll get back to Colorado Wild and finish my thought later. Stahl couldn't get to it behind the net. It's sent up by, what was that? Ristolainen. We got a whistle. It looks like it's a Carolina penalty whistle. Walker. Puck over glass. Delay a game, puck over glass on Walker. What number is Stan? Why am I blanking? Oh, he's 22. Why do I keep thinking everybody's Stan Coven? Oh, yeah, he sent a backhander, and it went into the crowd instead of, like, the penalty box, I think, on the near side. Oh, agree on the, yeah, the Avalanche game was nuts. All right, Kate Zegras, Konechny, those are the forwards for the Flyers. Plus, backhander sent just wide. Still on the power play now into the near corner. Behind the Carolina net. And now just off the far boards to the neutral ice. Konechny has it over the red, into the ozone, past to Zegras. Sent to Forrester in the slot, towards the net. Poke checked by Anderson, and then the rebound. It's a goal. The Flyers have their first goal in the series, and they have their first lead. I guess that goes without saying. At 15:58, and it was Drysdale from Forrester and Zegras. Just a blast from the high point, or the high slot. From the point, but the high slot. Righty, yeah. Nice wrister, just blocker side high under the crossbar. And the Avs have, or the Canes pay for their to delay a game puck over glass penalty. And the Flyers lead 1-0. All right, we haven't even played, we played a little over 4 minutes. Sent towards the net. Taken into the far corner now. Trying to dig it out was Glendening. Ristolainen trying to dig it out of the near corner. So now Carolina still loses it. Takes it behind the net. Flyers. Another one's 2-0 right outside the crease, and the Flyers lead 2-0. What is going on in Raleigh tonight? This is not the same Flyers team from game 1. That's for sure. And that is Couturier from Grundstrom. Or Grundstrom. Grundstrom. Looks like he went 5-hole. Yep. Right outside the crease. Riley nobody cleared out Couturier. And that was an easy 5-hole goal for him. So how come they didn't get their third shot? Okay. 2 goals in 39 seconds. 4:02 and 4:41. 11th career goal in the playoffs for Couturier as a career. First of this playoff, second for Drysdale. Only the assist on the second goal. They took away the assist on the first goal. I don't know why. Skated up by Blake. Far circle shot blocked. Flyers send it off the near glass, and Carolina sends it out. It's tipped into the far corner. Picked up by Andre. Sent to his partner, or no, to a forward. I think it was Michkov. Up ahead, now a backhander dumped in. Carolina quickly gets it. They have it in their own defensive zone. Probably getting a line change now. 14.5 to play in the first period. What the heck? How did my clock get behind and then I went way ahead? That may have been on net on a dump in. Flyers already take it out, though. Red line into the O-zone. Far corner. Chatfield behind his own net with Slavin. Flyers trying to dig it out. Kate sends it to the blue line. And into the near corner. We have the behind the net cam for no particular reason. There we go. Regular cam. Canes get it. Pass ahead. Chatfield to the blue line, and they were offside. At 13:44, that'll be the first media timeout. 2-0 Flyers. And we're 13:44, under 14 media timeout. Wow. Yep, Drysdale, bad giveaway. Yep, pressure from the Flyers, keeping it in their zone. Couturier. Looks like 1-1 series. It's early. It's early. Hello, Dan. There's a long way to go. Yep. Yeah, I can't. That looked like a defensive mistake. I mean, yeah, Anderson got beat. Anderson got beat 5-hole, but man, they were wide open. Philly scored twice. They scored at 4:02 and 4:41, so twice in 39 seconds. And welcome Hot Wax. All right, here's the Drysdale goal. Stahl carries it. No, not Stahl. Oh, yeah, drop back to Drysdale, who buried it. I don't know why they took those assists away, though. I'm trying to figure that out, but I can't. So it was brought up, passed to the near side for Zegras, then back to Drysdale. And, yeah, beat Anderson blocker side high. And then the other goal went 5-hole. Looked like Riley left Couturier wide open. Gostisbehere went to, I think, cover Grundstrom. And Riley kind of just hung his goalie out to dry a little bit. 7, yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. Maybe 6, you know. But yeah, Montreal's going to be tired in that case. I mean, not, you know. All right, that was icing on the Flyers right off the draw. 13:37. So we'll have face-off in the Flyers' defensive zone. Oops. Okay. Let's see. Oh, great. Behind the net cam. I think it's the near circle. Looks like somebody got kicked. Stahl waiting for the Canes. Face off. Carolina has it. Slavin shot. Nice save there by Vladar. It goes into the far corner. Sent behind the net. Canes pass it. Taken away. Skated up the ice and dumped in. by Konechny, and then a whistle at 13-18. Three are the shots now. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Nice. I think they missed the draw. They're showing people on the bench. Nice. Dumped in by Carolina. Sent ahead by the Flyers. Canes behind their own net. Gostisbehere sends it up. Jankowski cross-ice pass. Knocked away by the Flyers. Red line for Philly. Pass right up the middle. Tipped shot into the near boards. Near corner make it. And now it's out of the into the neutral zone, and the Flyers pick it up. No, they turned it over. Taylor Hall gets it. Passes to Miller. Miller dumps it in behind the net. Hall gets it back, centered it off a stick, and the Flyers take it out. Red line. Pass to the near side. Behind the net. And off the near boards for the Canes. That's Stan Coven. He passes it back. Miller behind his own net. And looking. Passes to the far side. Neutralized pass. Tipped and must have gone into the bench. 12:01. Come on, Hurricanes, crank up the defense. Defense, and offense. Oh, okay. Good luck. Hope you feel better. That stinks. Face off just outside the Carolina bench. They win the draw. Sent to the neutral ice, down the length of the ice. Vladar plays it to the far boards. Taken away, blue line keeper for the Canes. And Chatfield kept it in. Pass to the near side. Can't see the number. Delayed penalty on Philly now. Now we get the whistle. 11:35. It's going to be York. Holding on York. And the Hurricanes head to the power play. Their first. Second penalty of the game. Yep, York was tying up Aho in the far corner. And eventually pulled him down. Pretty good call. I mean, easy call. Yep, holding. Couturier, Glendening, Sealer, Sanheim on PK, Stahl, Aho, Jarvis, Svechnikov, Gostisbehere on the power play. Playoffs, they're 2 for 19. Regular season, 24.9%, fourth in the league. Flyers already cleared it down the length of the ice. All right. Gostisbehere picks it up, 1:45. They took their time. And they're still trying to get it out. Jarvis passes to Ehlers. Ehlers skates it in, gives it to Svechnikov. Gostisbehere at the blue line. Svechnikov back to Gostisbehere. Svechnikov to the far circle. Aho's shot went apparently into the netting above the glass at 10:58. 81 miles per hour on that shot from Aho. 4-3 are the shots now. Are we sure he kick saved that? Oh, that was a pretty good save. I thought that might have been hitting the post, but for now they gave Aho credited him a shot there. All right, far circle draw. Carolina keeps it in. Gostisbehere to the near side. Jarvis down low. Svechnikov. Jarvis again. Jarvis near circle. Passes to the point. Gostisbehere shot wide behind the net. Sanheim trying to get it out of there. Canes keep it in. Gosh, just bear to Aho. Aho to the far corner for Ehlers. Behind the net. Sent around and cleared down the length of the ice by the Flyers. 45 seconds to go on the power play. Miller behind his own net. I guess waiting on a line change. I'm not sure. Miller takes it right up the middle. Red line, blue line to Blake. Blake falls down, and the Flyers have the puck behind their own net, and they send it. Nope, kept in by Hall. Hall to Blake. 22 seconds on the power play. Miller to Ehlers to Stankoven. Ehlers, far circle. Pass to Stankoven. He whiffed. Blake with the shot. That is blocked into the near boards. 10 seconds on the power play. Miller to Blake to the far side. Ehlers sends it in, and it's 2-1 from the far circle off the power play. Great puck movement there by the Canes, and they've cut the lead in half to 2-1. So Ehlers from Blake and Miller. Philly unable to clear it, and it cost them with 9:27 to go. 9:20. Oh, no, that's got to be the next whistle. Okay, they showed way too much of this replay. Guaranteed we're missing stuff as we speak. They did not need to show this entire possession. Yeah, 9:29 to go. They missed 10 seconds of action showing a replay of a goal. I mean, they could have scored another goal in that time. We've seen it recently. All right. Flyers still can't get it out with 9:10 to go in the second period. Slavin sends it. Stahl tips it to the near corner. Stahl behind the Flyer net. Now the into the near corner. Martinook couldn't get to it. Flyers clear it. And it's picked up by Chatfield behind the net. Now he leaves it. Is he out there with Miller? Looks like it. I don't know. Maybe Chatfield headed off. Miller's out there now. Pass to the far side. And up the middle for Carolina and a dump in. Far corner. Behind the net for the Flyers. Near corner. Miller trying to dig it out. Flyers send it behind the net. It's sent around by Andre, but not out. I think Jankowski kept it in, maybe. Now at the neutral zone. Flyers trying to get a line change. Behind the net, Aho. Far circle. Back to the blue line. To Miller. In the near boards. Tipped into the slot. Aho looking. Back to the blue line. He sends it behind the Flyers' net for Svechnikov. And it's sent out by the Flyers. Picked up by Miller, far circle, taken behind his own net. I got to fix the clock, apparently. There we go. Taylor Hall in the near circle, but a late, I assume, offsides whistle at 7:28. Should be the under 10. Oh, it hit Vladar in the shoulder and still went in. Wow, he was there. Ehlers' terrible pass hit it off the boards and right to the Canes. Wait, what? Ooh, excuse me. Pardon me. Alrighty. Yeah, we got the Ehlers goal visualizer already. So Blake to Stankoven to Miller to Blake. Far side, Ehlers buries it. It hit, it hit Vladar like here in the shoulder and then went into the net. All right. Anything going on in Pardon my yawning. I'm so sorry. Anything going on in the NBA tonight? Not yet. Sixers Knicks game 1. T-Wolves Spurs game 1. NBC Peacock, NBCSN and Peacock. Are you kidding me? They have a playoff game on Peacock and NBC Sports Network, which literally just came back. Or is that game also... Oh, they're not even... That is odd scheduling. Oh, it's Eastern time zone and Central time zone for the teams. So, oh, okay. All right, back from break. Terrible pass by the Flyers. Oh my gosh, this stupid feed just backed up again. I was seeing the people ringing the horn again. Oh my gosh, ESPN. Can you fix your garbage app to stop backing up every commercial break or more than one a game? So I'm going to be behind. I'm going to start the clock because, yep, 7:08. So I have to get out of the game and back in every commercial break, I guess, just in case. Looked like a pretty good breakaway there for the Flyers, but Anderson shut the door. Carolina sends one. It missed into the near corner, though. Unbelievable. All of a sudden, they're showing the people that were ringing the horn or cranking, whatever their air raid horn or whatever it is. And I'm like, what the heck? 6:39. I don't know what is wrong with the ESPN app. Oh, we got a Taylor Hall penalty, apparently. Holding on Hall is the call. And the Flyers score again, tie it up. Go Knicks, says Dusty. That's insane. Go Sixers. I didn't think they would put a game on NBCSN exclusively and just say, well, you need Peacock. That's a joke. Vladar sends it behind his own net. Drysdale with the puck. Dropped it back to Zegras. 6:20 to go. First period. 1:40 on the power play. Forrester trying to dig it out of the far corner. Slavin's there for the Canes. There's other players. I just can't see their numbers. All right, behind the net, picked up by Zegras. He gets it back to Cates at the blue line. Pass to Konechny. Now Zegras again. Far side, Drysdale. Drysdale to Zegras. Down low. Cates centered it. Konechny. And it's sent out. I think I was going to say McCarthy. I have no idea why. And I had to stop myself. Cleared by the Canes. 1 minute to go on the Flyer power play. Drysdale. Now Martone. Martone's pass deflected. Walker sends it around the far boards. Kept in at the blue line. 45 seconds to go. Dvorak to Martone. And a clear, backhanded clear by the Canes on net. Shots are 7-5 Carolina now. They got under 30 to go on the Flyer power play. Barkey, near corner. And both teams trying to dig it out. It goes to Ristolainen. Now Michkov. Taken away. Camera didn't follow. And sent down by Carolina. Ristolainen picks it up. That'll do it. 4:44 to go. 4 seconds on the power play. There we go. Full strength. Sent towards the net. Nearly a goal. Sent wide. They are just letting Flyers players walk into the crease. Somebody had their stick stuck on, it was Grundstrom, like on Anderson too. Maybe like in his armpit or something. I don't know what happened. Man, Carolina better wake up or they're going to be 1-1 here in the series because they're giving up some breakaways, and they're getting lucky that the Flyers haven't cashed in on more. Sent behind the net to the far circle and brought out by Carolina. Shot by Jankowski was too high. And out of the zone, and a penalty on the Flyers at 3:44. Shots are 7-6 now. Holding the stick on Grundstrom. So Carolina heads to the power play again. 3:44 to go in the first. Oh, yeah, he grabbed Gostisbehere's stick and yanked him down as Gostisbehere was trying to leave, early in the zone. All right, that's the under 6-minute media timeout. No. If the only way ESPN would be okay at this point, if ESPN's worse, it's only because I've been having this issue with the app backing up. I think TNT's worse, and TNT's app doesn't look good on this TV for some reason. Like every other app has no problem on this TV. ESPN's or HBO Max is just like really dull and like overexposed. It's like I have trouble reading the numbers because it's just not a good picture. But yeah, ESPN showing way too much of that replay on that goal and missing 10 seconds doesn't bode well for ESPN. Now, do I get out and get it back in? Crazy how some of them. It's just how they display or broadcast hockey. It's just abysmal. It's insulting, I would think, to hockey fans on how bad a job they do. To me. All right, you know what? Do I need to get out? Okay, no. They're doing a Ray Ferraro interview with Taylor Hall. Hopefully it didn't back up. I'm assuming this is an in-game interview and not a warm-up skate interview. Hello, Dave Olson. Yes, hello. Okay, how long is this interview? All right, here's the power play. Jeez Louise. Hall, Stahl, Stankoven, Blake, and Miller on the power play unit. Blake with the puck. Boy, down in front. We got a lot of fans like in the path of the camera. I will say at least ESPN doesn't zoom way out. TNT is horrific on that. They'll zoom out and show you half the ice for no reason and the near stands for no reason. Stankoven clears it. Or no. Flyers cleared it. I saw the Stankoven last name up there and blew it. All right, finally, Stankoven passes to the right wing. Blake. It's in the far boards. So Hall gets a shot. That's too high. Ehlers gets to the rebound in the near corner. Hall passes back to Ehlers behind the net. Off the boards, blue line, Blake. Down low, Ehlers centered it. Stankoven shot, and then cleared down the length of the ice by the Flyers. 2.5. Oh, boy. 2.5 to play in the first period. 38 seconds to go on the power play. Another clear by the Flyers. Gostisbehere will pick it up. Pass to Jarvis. Jarvis over the red line. Near circle. Svechnikov behind the net for Jarvis. He gets it knocked away. Far corner. Jankowski back to the blue line. Gostisbehere. Aho far circle. 6 seconds on the power play. Flyers clear it, and that'll do it. Another failed power play opportunity for Well, I'm sorry. They did get one. No shots on this power play, though. All right. Sent from behind the net. Who was that? Yeah, it's not the number I thought. Dump in by the Canes to the near boards, into the near corner. Carrier couldn't get it. There was a shot from the blue line. I don't know if it got through, though. And it's cleared by Konechny. Neutral ice. Looked like Taylor Hall just dumped it in. It's in the near corner. Martinook couldn't get to it. We have a whistle, though, with 54.1 to go in the first period. Come on, Canes. Zombies or Zambonis? Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they're in good. I mean, if it had been, oh shoot, another penalty. Zegras. Too many men on the ice. Is Zegras seriously going to serve it? It is. Too many men on the ice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. They're counting Carolina. Was it the Flyers or Carolina? Well, Konechny's gonna. I mean, Zegras is serving it. It looked like the Carolina had in their graphic the too many men on the ice. I don't know what 1 for 2 shots. So the last failed power play was their only failed power play. All right, Blake. I misspoke. Must have been thinking of Philly. Blake has it again. To Miller. To the far circle. Stankoven. Excuse me. Stankoven. Oh, that pass gets away to the blue line. All the way back into the neutral. Miller sends it up. All right, enough with these sneezes. On net. Now, 8 seconds to go. Flyers clear it. That should just about do it. So Carolina will resume in the second period on the power play. It is a 1-goal lead for the Flyers. Their first lead was 1-0. They were up 2-0. It's now 2-1. First 2 goals for the Flyers in this series. They had 2 goals in 39 seconds. 2 goals in the first 4 minutes and 41 seconds. Oh, I see. I don't know. Yeah, that was definitely too many men on the ice. I see what they were doing now. I don't know why they had the Flyers counted in blue, or dark blue. That's why I thought they were counting the Hurricanes. Who knows? All right, shots are 9-6. And my clock is 45 seconds ahead of ESPN, so I'll be back in plenty of time. All right. Did we get the Ehlers goal? Yeah, I think we did. Shots are 9-6 Canes. Face-offs 15-3. Oh, they made an adjustment. 10-6 are the shots, Canes. 2-1 the score, Flyers. Face-offs 15-3 Hurricanes. 1 of 2 for the power play for both teams. And Carolina's still got 1:05 on their third power play. Hits are 16-11 Philly or Flyers. Block shots 5-2 Flyers. Giveaways 9-5 Carolina. Takeaways 1-1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. All right. We will have Ducks Golden Knights after this. Probably about an 8:50 face-off, maybe like 8:52. We'll keep an eye on what ESPN decides to do. But yeah, hopefully we get to the live stream starting around 8:45. Nothing yet for the NBA. All right, we can take a look at baseball then. The Monday scoreboard. All evening games, so no finals. Cubs, Reds delayed. Delayed start by rain. Huh, yeah, I saw a storm moving through. But we didn't get any rain. I thought I heard thunder, but I wasn't sure. But I don't think we got any rain. Zambia and Cambodia had a baby and named it Zamboni. That's good. Yeah, lots of time left for sure. Yep. 2 goals, never going to win this game. Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Jeez Louise. Yeah, no, I know. They're both bad. I don't know. They're both really bad. And it's just amazing. You know, I don't know. I just think the NHL deserves better. I don't have any basis for that, but I just don't see any other sport getting this poor a coverage. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think NBC did or Peacock did well for the Olympics. You know, ESPN blows. TNT blows. I have a lot of issues with the regional sports networks, but they would do an infinite better job than ESPN or TNT. All right, don't forget to vote in the poll in the YouTube chat. Let me know who you think's going to win. Let's check out the poll right now. We have 24 votes, so 50-50, 12 each. 12 for the Flyers, 12 for the Canes. Hurricanes won game 1 Saturday night. It was 1-0. 3-0. Sorry, they lead the series 1-0. The score was 3-0. Tomorrow, yeah, you know what? We can go through that real quick first, since there's no baseball finals. Tuesday, Wild Avalanche, ESPN, game 2. Avalanche up 1-0. Wednesday, Canadian Sabres, game 1, and Ducks Golden Knights, game 2. Same time, 6 and 8:45. Wild Avalanche Tuesday, 7 o'clock. Thursday, we'll have Thursday morning baseball. Texas Rangers, New York Yankees, 11:35 a.m. Central. Well, 11:40 first pitch. Or no, maybe it is 11:35. Yeah, I got to check that. I think it is 11:30. So I'll start at 11:30. And then Canes Flyers game 3 is that night. That's on TNT again, 7. So 8 o'clock start in Philly. That's pretty late. And then Friday, we'll bring you Canes Sabres game 2 at 6. But then 9 o'clock, we're going to do Valkyrie Storm. It's the Seattle, it's in Seattle. It's the Golden State Valkyries at Seattle Storm. Opening night of the regular season for WNBA. So getting back to what worked prior to the NHL season. And then Saturday, we'll at least bring you Avs Wild. I might be able to do Canes Flyers that day. I gotta see. I may end up doing WNBA that day. We'll see though. Sunday, we'll bring you Sabres Canadians game 3 every other day, and then probably gonna do Golden Knights Ducks. I don't think I can schedule WNBA that late. And I think their last game's like 7:30 that night. We'll see about the daytime. I think Monday we don't know times yet. Next Monday we don't have any times yet. It's dependent on the first 4 games. No, that's the wrong day. All right. Double check. Yep, shots are 10-6. You know what? I think I will get something to eat. I think I will take a break. Mets, Rockies. Yeah. Oh, all right. Bottom of the 9th. Mets 4, Rockies 2. And 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Yeah. Well, I'm not listening to the broadcast. That's part of the fun of doing your own live stream. You don't have to listen. I'm just listening when the ref calls the penalty. Yeah, I think the Canadian broadcasts do a better job calling the game, but their shot selection is no better. And they miss stuff too. Like their camera work isn't the greatest either. Maybe it's better than the networks in the U.S., but it's not better than the regional sports networks. No, the national networks, yeah. All right, hope you're enjoying. Hey, Dan C. Hello. How's it going? Hope you're having a great Monday. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. If so, please do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up or the like button on the video. Consider hitting the subscribe button to the channel if you haven't already. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel to be recommended to other viewers. This will help me grow the channel. I thank you all for your support. If you happen to have a Twitch account, please follow Sinbin Stream there as well. It's the same live stream, but it is faster and commercial free. Yeah, Drysdale on the power play at 4:02, and then 39 seconds later, Couturier at 4:41, and then Ehlers answered on the power play for the Canes. Yeah, it was weird start. Flyers jumped out to the early lead. Yeah, that was a heck of a game, heck of a series. Every game, 1 goal. And they won fewest shots to win a playoff game with 9, including 0 in the second period. Yep. All right, let me get something to eat, take a quick break. Let me cue up the music. I guess I can leave the baseball scores up. I don't know what else to leave up. I'll try. I got to remember not to mute the anthem in the next game, too. All right, I'll be back. Thanks, everybody. All right, we are back. Let's make sure ESPN is not giving me the wrong place in the game, too. Let's get rid of the music. Welcome, Pure Adrenaline Sports and the Pure Adrenaline Sports Junkies. Let's see. Did the Mets... I think the Mets took care of the Rockies, right? Yeah, 4-2. Mets 13-22. 7-10 on the road. All right, I'll try to catch up on the chat real quick. Incredible puck luck. Hey, Dan. We'll see. We'll see. Thanks, Cameron. Appreciate it. Thanks, Ricky. Thanks, Gina. Hello, Gina. Hello, Cameron. You're welcome, Gina. Whoops, I forgot to reset the clock. Pardon me. Back to the game. We'll catch up. Hello, Sean from Pure Adrenaline Sports as well. All right, back to the blue line and out as the Flyers clear it. Ehlers to Gostisbehere. Drop back to Ehlers. 19:30 to go in the second. Sent behind the net. Ehlers. Far corner looking. Gostisbehere at the blue line. Excuse me. Ehlers far circle. Blast from the point was blocked. Gostisbehere rebound to Aho. I thought Gostisbehere was going to shoot it. And he grabbed the rebound. All right, back to Aho again. Sent one. That was saved. It goes behind the net. Jarvis to the far circle. That shot didn't get through. Power play almost up. Ehlers shot. Another, if that got through, that was a good kick save by Vladar. Now Flyers the other way. I don't know if that went on net. Shots are now 11-7, though. At least on NHL.com, not yet on ESPN. Blue line shot. That was probably it. And sent out to neutral ice. To the red line. Taken away. Gostisbehere. Near circle. Sends it around for the Canes. Stall behind the Flyer net. And out to the neutral zone. Back to get it was, I think, Slavin. He sends it around the boards. Picked up near circle. Stahl centered it. They must have missed because no shot. I thought, yeah, Carrier was going to deliver one in the crease. Another one sent through to the far boards and now out. Canes have to tag up as they dumped it in. Sent up the ice by the Flyers. And again, Taylor Hall gets it. Shot by the Canes. Vladar, glove save. He hangs on at 17:30. Let's go Flyers, says Gina. Sean, hello. Good evening to you. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. Thanks, Ricky. Thanks, Bon. If you're checking out, have a good one. I know you got early. Okay, that's in Pure Adrenalines. Okay. Got it. All right, 17.5 to go. Face off. Back to the blue line. Shot deflected into the netting above the glass. 17-27. Another face off. Okay, I think I caught up on the chat. Thank you. Appreciate y'all being here. I know. Pure Adrenaline Sports, they root for the Mets and the Flyers. I'm not really against the Flyers. I'm just, I don't know. Rather see the Canes, but if the Flyers make it, it's fine. But I'm rooting for Buffalo first, then Montreal second, and then the Wild. Dump in by which makes the second round matchup tough. That dump in ended up getting tipped above the netting, or above the glass into the netting. 17-14 to play in the second. I don't know what this is, a penalty? Oh, puck over glass. That's what the discussion was. Jankowski. All right, third power play for the Flyers now. Chance to extend their lead. They're 1 for 2 on the power play with a shot. In the regular season, they were 15.7%, which is last in the NHL, or 32nd. Zegras behind his own net, and it's passed to Konechny. Under 17 to play here. Under 140 on the Flyer power play. Drop back to Zegras. Near circle. Zegras falls down. What's this whistle for? Great. We're getting a DraftKings Sportsbook ad read in the middle of what's going on. So what happened with Zegras? I picked the Flyers there. What's up, Isildur? How's it going? What was this whistle for? They're too big. I guess offsides. Canes have PK'd 25 of 27. So all but 2 in the postseason. Yeah, Ottawa had trouble scoring, and Philly was shut out game 1, but they gave one of those 2 was tonight. So Zegras to Konechny. Cates with the puck to Drysdale now. He peels back to the blue line. Sends it behind the net. And Canes couldn't get it out. Zegras to Drysdale. He sends it around behind the net. Now I believe Miller just cleared it for the Canes. Vladar plays it off the near boards. Konechny picks it up. We've played 4 minutes of the second period. Still 2-1 Flyers. Flyers just skating around in their defensive zone. Finally, over the red line, Barkey sends it off the boards. And Martone gets it to the blue line. Ristolainen couldn't keep it in the second time. Pass ahead. Jarvis towards the net. Shot. Rebound. Still not frozen. Now they blow the whistle, and that was a trip. So we'll have 4-on-4 unless they say penalty shot. They gave up a rush on a 5-on-4. All right, just a penalty tripping. It was Ristolainen. That'll do it for the Flyer power play. Probably a good trip, though, because it was on a breakaway. Ristolainen tried to clear it. It got sent immediately out by Jarvis, and he tripped Jarvis as Jarvis made the pass to Robinson. Then Jarvis was the one fighting for the rebound in the crease. Jarvis had 4 shorthanded goals, tied for second in the NHL in the regular season. Ristolainen on the trip. So we have 4-on-4, and then Carolina heads to the power play. Frozen puck by Vladar at 15:26. Crank up some offense and defense, Canes. Yep. Yeah, I don't mind if Flyers play well, and this makes it a more interesting series, too. I really hope the Wild even it up in Colorado tomorrow night. Face off. False start. Jeez Louise. Ay, ay, ay. Did they kick anybody from the draw? Looks like Dvorak might have gotten kicked. Jarvis, no goals in the playoffs. He had 32 in the regular season. Third straight with 30+. Far circle and turned over. And the Flyers send it out. Now the Canes power play is set to begin here with, I got to speed up the clock, 15:06. 1 for 3 tonight with 5 shots. Playoffs, Canes are only 3 of 22. They were good in the regular season, though. Ehlers with the puck. Down low to Blake, behind the net. Hall, far circle, centered to Stankoven. Puck deflected by the Flyers to Ehlers. Miller off the far boards to Blake. Blake down low for Hall. Towards the net. Shot by Stankoven. Saved. Ehlers. Far circle. Blake. Another shot and another. That was a good save by Vladar. 1:01 remaining on the Kane power play. Don't forget to vote in the poll on who you think's going to win. We have 32 votes, 56% for the Flyers, 44% for the Canes. All right. Now what?
A little bit of break as the linesman Sandor Alonso has to head over and get his visor swept off.
I don't know. I guess one of the linesmen needed their visor cleaned or something. Gostish Bear near circle. Looking back to the blue line for Jarvis. Jarvis, a shot. Rebound loose. Must have hit the post. Still not frozen. Behind the net. And the Flyers. Nope. Jarvis. Yeah, it was out. Flyers did get it out. Jarvis went off sides. Wow. Canes looked like they were going to tie it. And nope. It was a shot from the point. Deflected. It went 5-hole and then a goal line clear by Sanheim. The puck was in the crease, had pretty good momentum heading towards the net, end over end. And yeah, it wasn't on the red line yet, but it was still on the blue, and Sanheim swept it out of there. That's why Carolina didn't score. Wow, what a play by Sanheim of Philadelphia. 14 minutes to go in the second period. Pass Jarvis to Aho near boards. Aho back to Gostish Bear. Aho near circle. Or Jarvis now. Aho again. Back to the point for Gostish Bear. Blue line. Down low. Svechnikov takes it behind the Flyer net. Near corner. Aho. Blue line. Aho. Shot. Save. Rebound. Tip towards the net. To the far side. Power play is over. Pass. Shot. That was high or wide. Off of Svechnikov's stick. He was calling for it, and I think Hall saw him. But puck is behind the net now to the near boards, and the pass went out to the neutral zone. Gostish Bear couldn't keep it in. Both teams getting line changes and a dump in. And then a shot from the far circle. Wow, they have really upped the shots here. 19-7 Carolina. Now 20-7 Carolina. Sent in behind the net. And now the Flyers finally get it out. Pass off the near boards. Konechny tips it in towards the net. Hit in the corner. He's with Slavin. Konechny. Was that Konechny or Zegras? Sent out. Canes in the ozone. Hall. And now it's in to Stahl. Stahl behind the net. Pass got away in the near boards and down the length of the ice. So Carolina regroups behind their own net. Miller with the puck. 12 minutes to play in the second. Over the neutral zone. To the near side for Blake in the corner. Picked up by Hall behind the net. Centering pass tipped wide behind the net. Finally, the Flyers send it to the blue line and out. Right by the benches at the red line. And pass to the near side and a dump in. On net. And Anderson plays it up the middle. One on breakaway. Oh, rebound nearly sent. First shot was saved. Rebound to the side of net. A wraparound, no good too. And it's 3 shots for $1 now for the Hurricanes here in the last minute or two, as they have been pressuring the Flyers to get this equalizer goal. Yeah, that was a great pass by Anderson up the middle, and it was a breakaway. And off the rebound, they couldn't send it in either. Good save by Vladar initially as well. All right, finally taken away by the Flyers. They get it out of the zone. On net to Anderson. 42-14 shot attempts. Not on goal, just shot attempts. 21-9 are the shots. It's behind the net. Anderson sent it up. It's to the red line. Tipped up into the air in the O-zone, and I don't know what that signal was, but the Flyers send it out. Gostisbehere dumps it in from the red line. It's in. Now the Flyers send it ahead. Blue line pass. In the O-zone. Shot. Saved by Anderson off the stick of Drysdale. And there's a whistle at 10:03. So we're about halfway through regulation. 2-1 Flyers. We got a penalty. Too many men on the ice on the Canes this time. Flyers already had one. So, yeah, Robinson had the backhander. That might have hit Vladar in the mask or in the shoulder. And then Robinson tried to send the rebound off of Vladar's skate, but it just tipped it and went, away from the goal. All right, we'll figure out who's serving the too many men on the ice penalty shortly, or I'll just have to put somebody in. All right, I believe the NBA is underway. Yeah, there we go. Sixers 8, Knicks 7. 7:14 to go in the first. Timeout on the court. All right. Only final so far. Mets 4, Rockies 2 in baseball. 3 games yet to start. Top of 8th, but a rain delay is the next closest. Red Sox Tigers to ending. I mean, Reds Cubs doesn't even look like it started. Huh. Didn't think the weather was that bad, but. Oh, geez, Louise. This DraftKings commercial looks super annoying even without the audio. All right, you know what? I'll look at the play-by-play. They sometimes put it in there. Who serves it? Nope, they still don't have it. I have no idea who's serving it. I'll just put somebody in. Yep, looks like they definitely had 6. I'll just put Stankoven in. I have no idea. So it'd be a Flyers power play. They're already leading 2-1. Drysdale keeps it in after the draw. Now it's sent out by the Canes. They've had 3 too many men on the ice penalties in the postseason. They had all of 4 in the regular season. Flyers 1 for 3 with 1 shot on the power play. Carolina just cleared it, and now Drysdale will bring it up. Konechny from Zegras. Konechny carries it in. Pass to Forrester. Konechny in the near corner. Forrester shot Zegras. That apparently was blocked. Or did he get a glove save? I have no idea by the camera work. Or did it go into the netting above the glass? Who knows? We got a whistle. Shots are still 20. Well, now they're 24-10, Carolina. But they have nothing to show for it. Neither team scored a goal here in the second so far. Halfway through regulation. And they just kicked Dvorak out of the draw. I believe Forrester steps in. No. Must have not been him. Tipped into the netting already, immediately off the draw. Jeez Louise. Alrighty. All right. Well, they're taking their time getting set up for this draw here. 5-on-4 power play for the Flyers. False start again. Stahl versus Couturier. Face off. Back to the blue line. Drysdale. And Drysdale to Konechny. Now Zegras back to Drysdale. Shot wide into the far corner. Zegras sends it to Couturier behind the net. Zegras back to the blue line. Drysdale. Oh, they missed the shot, the one-timer in the near circle. It's behind the net. Zegras again. Back to the blue line. Drysdale. Sent by Zegras behind the net to Konechny. Forrester back to the Drysdale at the point. Zegras back to Drysdale. Sent to the far circle. Tipped. And now Couturier behind the net. And Stahl couldn't get it out of there. Sent off the near boards and out to Drysdale at the red line. Pass to Zegras. Couturier. And it looks like Miller got it to the neutral ice. Ristolainen with the puck. He skates it in. Martinuk sends it down the length of the ice. Well, Sanheim at the blue line. Never mind. Back to 5-on-5. One shot on 4 power plays. It just happened to go in the goal, though, so they're 1 for 4. Collision near the blue line. Hall chases, but Philly has it, sends it to the near boards. It's tipped in at the red line. No, they called that icing. All right. Philly iced it at 7:45. Oh, they took 2 shots away from Carolina. Nice. 22-10 other shots. All right. All right, waiting. Let's see. Near circle. That was Dvorak. Why did he skate away from the draw? Another shot, another glove save by Vladar. Riley on that shot. Looks like, let's see. As we get a look at William Karlsson walking in for the next game. All right, that is the under 10 media timeout. Still 2-1 Flyers. Knicks 14, Sixers. Nope, now it's Sixers 15, Knicks 14. 5:33 to go in the first game. In the first, this is game 1, and it's on NBC if interested. No other finals in baseball. Everything's still in progress. Other than the Mets beating Colorado 4-2. Ouch. Alrighty. just no goals this period. But let's take a quick look at the shots. Shots were 10-6 Carolina after one, and in the first, and it's 12-4 Carolina in the second. 22-10 the total. All right, finally back from commercial break here. Second period inner slot shot attempt, 11. Looks like they were treating the ice right where they were going to have the face-off too, so slight delay there. All right, eliminate these flashing lights, for God's sakes, Carolina, man. Near circle in the Flyers zone. Puck taken behind the net by the Flyers. They did not get it out. Now they send it. This is going to be icing, though. 7:31. Icing called on the Flyers. Oh, enjoy your time with your nephew, Gina. Yeah. Face off and back to the blue line and out. Carolina at the neutral ice. Gosh, Bear dumps it in. Carolina has to tag up. Flyers behind their own net. Waiting. Sent up the near boards. Not yet. Camera didn't even show the puck. The guy still had it in the near corner, and they were anticipating a... That's just terrible. Flyers send it around to the near boards and out. Carolina will get there first in their own zone. Saucer pass to neutral ice and taken away. Blake from the Flyers. Flyers take it back. They send it to the neutral ice. They're getting a line change. Far circle shot. Vladar's save. He had to freeze the drop puck, and prevent a rebound shot. Okay, now it's 24-11 shots. Okay. Stan Coven on this last one. This last shot, non goal. All right. Oh my gosh, please stop showing those lights in the corner. Oh my gosh, that's so annoying. Far circle. Face off one. Blake sends it around. I think Jankowski was trying to do a wraparound. That failed. Flyers chasing it down. Sent behind the net. Kept in at the blue line. Nope, it's at the neutral ice. Taken away. Blake has it for Carolina. Blake, far circle. Sent behind the net. Into the near boards. And Stan Coven sends it behind the net. We got a penalty coming up on the Flyers. Did they get the extra attacker? It's hard to tell. Well, Flyers touched or possessed the puck. 5:50. They got a call coming up on Barkey.
Opportunity for the Hurricanes now to go.
High sticking on Barkey, and the Canes get another power play. All right. I think Barkey's trying to say it was the other guy's stick. He's not correct. In reaction, Stan Colvin grabbed both sticks, but Barkey had already gotten him in the face, so his reaction took both sticks. But that's definitely a high stick. They got the call right. So Carolina to the power play when we get back from the under 6 media timeout. Knicks 24, Sixers 19, 3:19 to go in the first. Still a rain delay in Detroit, top 8. Phillies 1, Marlins 0, top 7. Rays 5, Blue Jays 1, bottom of 7th in Tampa. In New York, Yankees 3, Orioles 0, bottom of the 5th. Cubs Reds doesn't look like it ever got started. In Chicago, Kansas City, Guardians and Royals 2-2 in the bottom of the 4th, and the Royals have the bases loaded and 1 out. Cardinals 1, Brewers nothing in St. Louis, bottom of the 3rd. And Dodgers 1, Astros 0, bottom of the 1st. I don't know why they're arguing this penalty so much. It clearly was a high stick. Stahl, Aho, Jarvis, Svechnikov, Gostisbehere on the power play. 1 for 4, 8 shots. 3 for 23 for the Hurricanes power play. They were really good in the regular season. I think they were 4th at just under 25%, 24.9 or something. Aho to Svechnikov behind the net. Pass to Gostisbehere. Svechnikov. Gostisbehere at the blue line. Far circle. Jarvis shot wide. Svechnikov missed. Gostisbehere. It's out to the neutral zone. Flyers pick it up. Couturier shot. Save. Anderson. And then he sweeps aside the rebound into the near boards. And Couturier still has it. Puck is sent behind the net, though, for Gostisbehere. Pass to Jarvis. Over to Aho. Near boards. Aho leaves it for Gostisbehere. Near circle. To the far side for Ehlers. Aho at the point. They send it to Gostisbehere. Near corner. Sent to Aho. He keeps it in. Shot. Oh, it was blocked by the Flyers, and then Jarvis whiffed in the far circle. Svechnikov, it's sent out, actually, by the Flyers. Anderson stops it. Gostisbehere will pick it up. And pass to Stankoven. Return to Ehlers. Pass to Blake, near side. Back to the blue line. Miller, shot. Big rebound, and Vladar lost his mask, so we get a whistle at 4:20. 30 seconds to go on the Carolina power play. Let me know in the comments who you're rooting for, who you think will win. Doesn't have to be the same team. Yeah, so Miller shot it. I don't know. Vladar shook his mask off. He kind of was looking down to make the save, and I think it got loose. Must have popped a strap. All right, face off. And behind their own net, Flyers, Ristolainen, and then passed and then sent down the length of the ice. 4:10 to play in the second period. And the Canes turn it over at the neutral ice, and the Flyers dump it in. So that'll just about do it. Miller behind his own net with 5 seconds now to the blue line with 3. Blake skates it in. Power play over. Flyers have the puck. Send it ahead. How was that not offside? They send it behind the net, near circle. Shot from the slot, saved by Anderson. Canes send it out. And it's sent in again by the Flyers, but Chatfield is there to send it to the neutral ice. Flyers send it in again. They chase it behind the net. That was bump, I believe. Sent out to neutral ice by the Canes. And dumped into the near corner. Flyers saucer it to neutral ice. It'll be picked up by Carolina. Anderson tips it. Gosh, Bear, long pass ahead. Was that tipped? I guess so. No icing. Svechnikov in the far corner looking. Sends it behind the net. Martinuk looking. Far circle. Back to the blue line. Sent behind the net. Into the near boards. And we get a whistle at 2:42. What was this for? Another penalty. Svechnikov.
Call. They went over and took a look at Dvorak, who's already sporting a pretty good shiner under his right eye.
Carolina number 37, minor penalty for high sticking.
High sticking on Svechnikov. And the Flyers head back to the power play. Rooting for Philly, but expecting Carolina. Yeah, I hear you. I'm not, I'm rooting for Carolina, but I won't be that broken up if the Flyers somehow win this game, as well, just to make it more interesting. Excited to see Buffalo, Montreal, even though I would like both teams to win, but I'll be happy whoever wins. Couturier, Zegras, Konechny, Forrester, Drysdale on the power play, Martinuk, Stahl, Chatfield, and Slavin, I believe, on the PK. 1 for 4, one shot for the Flyers, and they scored on that shot. Cleared by the Canes. Picked up by Drysdale behind the net. 2.5 to go, second period. Drysdale skates it in. Cates with the puck. Stahl, I think, did not get it out. Now they do. They clear it. Almost on net, looked like, on the clearing attempt. Drysdale has it for the Flyers. Back to Zegras. Now Konechny. Pass to Cates. Cates in the far circle. Looking. Passes to Konechny. Back to the blue line. Drysdale. Near side. Forrester. Drysdale over to Cates. Cates down low. Pass tipped away. And it's sent off the glass to the near side. To Forrester, who picks it up just short and sends it, or skates it past the neutral zone. Cates coughed it up, and the Canes send it in and head for a line change. 1.5 minutes remaining in the second period. I got my clock way too far ahead. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Dvorak, where's the puck? Must have hit the post. And eventually frozen by Anderson because the ref was putting safe for no goal. At 1:17, I don't know. Fans are cheering, but I think Anderson may have been assisted by the post here. Oh, yeah, I think so. Pretty good save, but it was initially tipped off his glove, hit the post, nearly kicked in inadvertently by Martone, and then Anderson froze it. 1:17 to go in the second. 35 seconds on the Flyers power play. And again, somebody gets kicked from the draw. It's Dvorak. Oh, just drop the puck. Face-off won by the Flyers. I think that was Barkey who won it. Barkey passes, and it missed the player at the blue line. Vladar stops it. And picked up by Ristolainen. Barkey has it over the red line. Pass to Martone. Drop pass to Ristolainen. 8 seconds to go on the power play. Barkey in the far corner. Michkov. Now we're back to 5-on-5. Michkov was behind the net. We're under 40 seconds to go. Carolina 2-on-1. How did they not score? Guess it was sent wide. I thought they had the equalizer again. Jeez Louise. Far circle. Neutral ice. And Flyers have it. Now it's sent out again. Flyers getting a line change. dump in their offsides. They'll have to tag up. 7.8. We got a whistle, though. Don't know who to cheer for. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really anti-Flyers. I'm just cheering for the Canes. Chicago Wolves are their AHL affiliate. Oh, yeah, they got a Game 5, I think, tonight. I got to check that out. See how they're doing. I think the Canes hit the crossbar on that last exchange. Going to be a center ice draw. We're still waiting for them to settle their lines. And Brindamore is incensed with whatever call was made or not made, maybe. Flyers have it in their own zone. They send it to neutralize. That'll do it. That's the end of the second period. Same as the score in the first period. 2-1 Flyers. It had been 2-0 Flyers. But it was 2-1 after 1 and 2-1 after 2. All righty. Plenty of chances for the Canes to get the equalizer. Oh, they already took a shot away, too. They're already fast at work editing. Ay, ay, ay. So the score is Philly 2, Carolina 1. Shots are 25-16 Philly. Yeah, my clock is only 15 seconds ahead of ESPN, so I got to keep that in mind. Faceoffs 24-15 Carolina. Power plays, each team is 1 for 5. Ouch. I mean, I guess that's not terrible. It's not top of the league, but certainly not too far down. Hits Philly, or hits for the Flyers 25-22. Block shots Flyers 12-4. Giveaways Carolina 11-7. Takeaways 2-2. Hurricanes, you going to score? That question mark, or you're wishing it into existence? I accept either. I bet the Bolts are still stunned. Yep. Puck luck is real. Yeah, I mean, they got 2 deflected goals. Sometimes you need that. But Dobish played his heart out. He was standing on his head to give the Habs their chance. All right, so I can probably work on this because we already know Ducks Golden Knights are coming up. We'll keep an eye on whenever they post the actual puck drop. I'm assuming it's going to be 8:50. All right, in New York, is that still the first quarter? Knicks 33, Sixers 25, 1.7 seconds to go. Red Sox Tigers has resumed top of the 8th, 5-2 Sox. No other finals other than Mets 4, Rockies 2. Yes, I remember that. I saw that. I'm like, oh, the broken stick prevented an icing. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. Talk about puck luck there. Yeah. Yes, that's a good point. All right, let me move up my schedule here. I don't know what we're gonna do Saturday. I think for now we'll probably put hockey. I don't know. We do need to get back to WNBA at some point. I am enjoying hockey though. Now my clock's like 10 seconds ahead. I don't know what's going on with ESPN. That's fine, but... All right, let's fix the schedule. Move everything up. All right, the 5th through the 9th. All right, so Ducks Golden Knights in about an hour. Get the live stream before that. Go one before that, depending on how this one's doing. Wild Avalanche, Game 2. Come on, Wild. That's tomorrow night, 7 o'clock start. Whoops. Good thing I didn't go through with that because I screwed up here. Wednesday, finally, Canadian Sabres Game 1 in Buffalo. 6, and then Ducks Knights Game 2. Thursday, our lone baseball game of the week. Rangers Yankees, 11:35 in the morning Central Time. Saturday, let's take a look at Saturday. I figured it would be. It might even be 8:52, honestly. Yeah. Gotcha. I know. I don't know why they get away with putting 8:30 when you know darn well the game's not starting before 8:50. It's so weird. I don't get it. Oh, yeah, we need to bring up Saturday's schedule. Yeah, so we'll be skipping Knights Ducks Game 3 and doing Valkyrie Storm WNBA opening night instead. I don't know. I'll have to think about Canes Flyers on Saturday. I'll put it for now, but if there's WNBA, I might switch to WNBA. I can't remember their schedule. Hurricanes Flyers, I guess 5 p.m. Oh, wonderful. ESPN just reverted to the beginning of the second period. My God, this app is trash. I don't know. It just started doing it. Like, I feel like in the playoffs. It didn't do this all season. Yeah, we'd be behind, but oh yeah, and now I see the time, 57 minutes from now. So yeah, it will be at 8:50 puck drop. I'll put that in the chat of that game. I don't know why this ESPN app is such trash and reverting back to earlier points in the night in the game. Avs Wild at 8. Yeah, I think we're going to do Avs Wild on Saturday. I have to look at the WNBA schedule for Saturday. Not sure when I'm going to be available. My son has a soccer game, and I have to drop him at home, but we'll see. Well, I guess I got time. I can take a look at WNBA. I have to keep an eye on the numbers, how they do. So Avalanche Wild Game 3. Yeah, that's a big break in between. Let's take a quick look here. Oh, now suddenly their clock is ahead of me too. So that means I was probably behind. I got to take a look. The Sky signed... oh my God, they have Skylar Diggins and they traded for Rickea Jackson, and they just signed the point guard from I think that was on New York last year, Cloud. So Sky looked kind of interesting this year. Oh, and they cut their 2 draft picks from last year too. Oh yeah, they have, I don't know about J.C. Sheldon. They still got Elizabeth Williams. They've got Carrington now. Natasha Cloud. Yeah, that's huge. That's a great signing. They actually have some point guards this year, unlike last year. Trying to see who's returning. They've got Elizabeth Williams, Camilla Cardoso, Vandersloot, Azari Stevens used to be on there. At Bantam, they have 4 returning players from last year. Everybody else is like free agent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They only have 12 players on the roster. That's crazy. They need to open these up a little bit. At any rate, let's go to the schedule. I want to look at, so we know Friday, there's 6:30, but we'll do hockey at 6. Then we'll have Valkyrie Storm at 9. Again, opening day. All right, definitely can't do Wings Fever. That's going to be too early. I don't think I'll be home in time from driving my son home, so I'm not even going to put that. Maybe we'll do Mercury Aces then, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30. Yeah, I kind of want to do Avs Wild, so that might be it. Can't really schedule any WNBA or other than that. So I guess Mercury Aces I'll do on Saturday in addition to this. All right, so let's shorten these up. I should be able to get... Yeah, that'll be a tight fit, but we'll get it. All right, Car-Fi... No. What the heck happened? Wild. Yeah, so let's go Phoenix, Las Vegas Aces, 2:30. We'll try to do a little of both. That game's on ABC. That's fine. That's a rematch of the finals, I think. I think the Aces swept. All right, I think that's what we'll do. All right, I think we're set there then. We'll look at Sunday at another time. Yeah, now their clock is back to about mine. It's so weird. I don't know why they can't set a clock and have it stay 3 hours. Yeah. No, I know. And it at least, well, it only ends up being 2:40, which is crazy. But just admit that it's going to be 2:45 based on, the fact that you don't start at 6:05. It's at 6:10. Then put the second game at 8:45. There's no reason to say that game's going to start before 8:45. Yep, both goals. Yep. Thanks, Ricky. Goaltending for both. Yeah, Kieran said it. Right. Oh, yeah. Please, if you're enjoying this live stream, be sure to hit the thumbs up or the like button. If you haven't already, consider hit that subscribe button to the channel. Doing one or both will help with getting the channel to be recommended to other viewers. This will help me grow the channel, and I thank you all for your support. If you happen to have a Twitch account, please follow Sinbin Stream there as well. It's the same live stream, but it is faster and it is commercial free. If you're enjoying this live... All right, sorry, just checking the audio. We've sometimes had issues. I'm going to take a break. We'll leave you with the Sixers-Knicks. And I'll try to cue up some music real quick here. Yeah, so I guess we'll stick with hockey and just sprinkle in WNBA for now. All right, we'll go with the shorter songs. I'll be back. Thanks. All right, sorry I'm late. Let me get going here in the third. Apologies for that. Looks like we had icing off the bat. Icing, I think the call at 1950. All right, still now a shot is added back in. 16-26, 26-16. False start on the draw. All right, sent out down the length of the ice. Well, to the neutral zone at any rate. All right, Flyers in white, left to right, dump it in. Canes in black, Chatfield sends it out to the neutral ice, right to left. Stahl dumps it in. Yeah, I was going to say the Canes never trailed in the first round and then the game won, so in 5 games, but they trailed quickly in this game. And it's, all right, tipped with a high stick or tipped into the crowd, I guess. 19-20, a whistle. 26-16. Shots Carolina, but 2-1 the score. Philly, where it was 4:02 into the first. Drysdale on the power play. Then Couturier, 4:41, 39 seconds later. Canes got one back on the power play before the end of the period, but scoreless second. Dumped in behind the net of Carolina. Flyers trying to dig it out. Sent up the boards by Riley to the neutral ice, and a dump in by the Flyers from the red line. Sent out by Anderson. Flyers, the feed just glitched. Blue line taken. Hurricanes, all right, dump it in. It's chased by Robinson behind the net. Drysdale trying to dig it out. Puck is into the near corner, now sent back up to the blue line. Miller sends it behind the net. We got a penalty coming up. Who is this one on at 18-20? Man, there's been a lot of penalties in this game. Nothing like vicious, but
Not cut again, man. The guy's got leather for skin here.
Carolina number 37, modern time for
high
high sticking.
sticking on Svechnikov, apparently. Oh, yeah, he just hit Dvorak, like, over the head. That's almost slashing than high sticking. Just a dumb penalty by Svechnikov. I don't know why Brendamore's losing his mind, but what do you want the refs to do? They can't just allow players to hit each other in the head. 1 for 5, 2 shots for the Flyers power play. I mean, that looked like a pretty obvious no Flyer injuries that I know of. Shot into the far boards. Man, this feed is getting glitchy. Oh my gosh. I may have to get out and get back in or restart the app. The first break. All right, cleared by Carolina. No, I don't think anybody got injured that I know of. Ristolainen with the puck. Oh my gosh, this feed is unwatchable. Martone. Ristolainen now. Back in his own zone. Yeah, it's getting too warm in here. Martone passed to Barkey. Barkey towards the net. It was Martone. Did they run over Anderson? Yeah, the defensive player was putting his hands out. Like, what was that? Play on. Flyers in their own zone. Flyers still have 1 minute remaining on the power play as well. Blue line kept in for the Flyers and finally cleared by the Canes. Yeah, if there was, I missed it, but I didn't. It was just a hit on the top of the head. They called high sticking, so. Picked up by the Flyers. Zegras to Konechny. Zegras and Konechny exchanging it. Konechny goes down. Far boards skated out. Jankowski dumps it in. Both teams getting line changes, I believe. Drysdale brings it up. Zegras with the puck. He still hasn't brought it in yet. Red line, skating around the neutral zone. Zegras dumps it in with 10 seconds on the power play. Near corner, sent down the length of the ice, on net by the Canes, and that ends the power play. Not many opportunities there for the Flyers. Dumped in from the red line, behind the net. 3 shots on 6 power plays. One of them went in, though. Looks like I cannot see the numbers. Sent ahead. Taylor Hall tipped it. He went down. Offsides is the call on Carolina. Yeah, because he might have been tripped there and no call. I don't know if we're going to get a replay. Martone just skated too close. I don't know. That looked like Anderson took a dive. No, actually, Martone got him in the head with his right thigh. That actually, I understand why the Canes wanted a goaltender interference. That looked like a legit call. I don't think he flopped. He got blindsided on the head with the right hip, and then he kind of just reacted and went down. I think that should have been a goaltender interference call on the Flyers. All right, Blake behind his own net, sent up, and the Flyers already have it in their own zone. Blue Jays brutal again. Lose 5-1. 1 for 8 with the runners in scoring position. Ouch. Near board sent around. Chatfield, I think, trying to get it out. Or is that Riley? It's really hard to see these numbers. I guess Riley's out there with Gostish Bears, so. Sent out. And now into the near boards. Shot by Martinook, too high. Rebound all the way out to the neutral ice. By the time they got back to the neutral ice on camera, the puck was already dumped back in. So it was like, very unsettling camera work again by ESPN. Under 14:50. Why is my clock? I guess there's a delay on my OBS or something. Weird. I don't know what's going on tonight. Flyers with a 2-on-1 towards the far circle, but Stahl got back and got in the way. So it ended up being a 2-on-2. Ehlers with the puck. Ehlers at the red line, passes to the blue line. Aho loses the puck. It's out to the neutral zone. Chatfield tries to send it in. Aho dumps it in now. Vladar plays it. Far corner. Sent out. And Anderson way out of the net. Plays it off the far boards. Pass to Svechnikov. He drops it back. Knocked away. Flyers have it. And sent out off the stick of Martone behind the net. Picked up. And now, who is that? Jarvis sends it ahead. He missed Svechnikov, though, and it was icing called against Carolina at 13:32. Fairly quick game. Can't complain. We're just past 2 hours, about 2 hours and 3 minutes or so. So not bad. You're where the first media timeout would be, if not for the icing. And all right, after the draw, Carolina got it to the neutral ice on a saucer pass. Up ahead, near circle. Sent by Ristolainen to the far corner. Nobody there for the Flyers. Canes get it to neutral ice. Flyers have it again. They took a shot away from Philly. It's 27-16 Carolina. Near boards. And I guess a delayed offsides call on Philadelphia. All right, we're to the under 14 media timeout with all right, we under 14 media timeout. 2-1 Philly, 13:05 to play in the third. Man, I think I was outside so much today that's why my allergies are kicking in. Hurricanes, you better score soon. Yeah. Both teams not taking advantage of the power play. Philly's 1 for 6, but that's about where they were for the regular season, that percentage. Even lower. Worst in the league. Canes were 1 for 5. They have not been good in the playoffs, though, and they were like top 5, maybe 4th, tied for 4th. I swear at like 24.9, like for the regular season, if I remember, if memory serves. Only 1 penalty so far in the third. We had 5 in each of the first 2 periods. All right, let's check in on the... Okay, still 3:26 to go, second quarter. Knicks 57, Sixers 39. Now it's 57-41. Did we get... Yeah, 1 additional final. Oh, that's right. Kieran already reported it. Rays 5, Blue Jays 1. The second final for baseball tonight. All right, back from break. Excuse me. All right. Face off after the offsides. Carolina, Bear has it in his own zone. Pass up the far boards, tipped away, and sent in by the Flyers. Behind their own net with 12:50 to go. Still waiting. Now they send it up the near boards. Skated up by Robinson. It's behind the Flyer net now. Into the near corner. Robinson, all right, behind the net, into the far boards, and centering pass tipped by the Flyers behind the net. Somebody is down for Carolina, and I don't think there was going to be a penalty called, but now that they're checking his nose, maybe there will be. Camera is pointed at Andre. Let's give a listen. It was Carrier. Gord Dwyer.
Now we're going to have a discussion with 3, and here comes the 4th official. We'll all get close together and see what they were able
I think you mean 2 linesmen and 2 refs. Well, nothing on the board yet. I don't know. NHL.com is stuck at 12:20. Yeah, ESPN just changed to 12:20. Must have been having a clock issue as well. I don't know. Flyers won? You mean win 3-1? Yeah. That'd be fine with me. I don't make the series more interesting. Oh my gosh, that was a cross check to the face. And then he slashed him to boot on the head while he's laying on the ice. What the hell is this by Andre? What'd they call?
So, Mike, as I was saying, once the injury occurs and they blow a whistle for the injury, all cards are on the table at that point. Linesmen cannot call minor penalties, but they are allowed to give their version. When the referee requests their version, what happened there?
Oh, come on. Don't argue, Philly. The dude cross-checked him in the face, and he took a swipe at him after he was on the ground. So I don't want to hear it. Screw Andre. They called that roughing? Should have been cross-checking. That is BS. That is some dirty play. All right, down in front. They got somebody clapping their hands right in front of the camera. Blake with the puck. They're on the power play. All right, retake your seats, please, guys. They are 1 for 5 with 7 shots. Flyers have the puck. They send it into the far circle. And Stankoven trying to dig it out. 1 Flyer, and they can't dig it away from him. There's 4 Canes there. Miller behind his own net. 11:50 to play. That was a dirty, cheap shot there. Freaking cross-check to the face, and they called it roughing. Into the near boards. And he took a slash at him. I don't know if he connected, but he definitely tried to hit him while he was down. Blake to Stankoven. Stankoven back to Blake. Towards the net. Centered. Tipped. Frozen puck. Yes, at 11:23. Hello, Chino Knit. Yeah. Hope. Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm still rooting for the Canes. I'm not going to feel sorry for the Flyers. This is 1 versus what should be 8 in the old system, and it happens in the second round instead of the first round. It's just a joke. All right, false start on the draw. Good job there. Another fall. They just kicked Stahl out of the draw. Aho stands in. And a false start and a kick out of the draw for the Flyers. Or are these? Yeah. They just kicked Glendening. Could we, just drop the puck? There's no reason to take 3 attempts at a face-off, ever. Another false start. And they allowed that one. Good Lord. And the Flyers easily win the draw. In the near corner. And Flyers have the puck. 2-on-2. Anytime the Canes want to get back. Glendening just killing time there. Behind the ice, or behind the net for Gostisbehere. All right, Jarvis with the puck. Jarvis pass. Svechnikov. Back to Gostisbehere. Far circle shot. Aho fanned on it or something. He barely got a piece of it. And it's cleared down the length of the ice on net by the Flyers with under 10:40 to play, under 20 seconds on the Carolina power play. Ehlers to Jarvis. Jarvis to Aho. Aho looking. Gostisbehere to Ehlers. Pass off the stick of Aho in the far circle. Aho is just having trouble settling the puck and getting all the puck on shots. Back to 5-on-5. And it's sent out on net by the Flyers again. So the Carolina has 10 minutes and change to work with to get the equalizer. Sent up the far boards and dumped in again by the Flyers on net. Under 10 now to go. All right, at the blue line, Flyers dump it into the near corner. Canes send it down. Flyers send it out. I assume this was offsides on the Flyers, but they blew the whistle at 9:44. That'll be the under 10 media timeout. Looks like they've already taken... it is 28-17 on shots. ESPN, I think, had 18, but as of yet, NHL.com didn't count it. All right. Under 10 media timeout. Still 2-1 Flyers. Okay, now it is 28-18. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's see if they're at half. They are. Knicks are up by 23 on the Sixers at half. It's game 1, 74-51. So many blowouts in the NBA, I feel like. And the other game will be starting soon. So strange. That game's on NBC Sports Network and Peacock. What a limited viewership of that. All right, do we have another final? Yes, we do. Phillies 1, Marlins 0. Red Sox 5, Tigers 4. Those are newer scores. Earlier, Mets 4, Rockies 2 and Rays 5, Blue Jays 1. And we will have Ducks Golden Knights starting the live stream in about 20 minutes, but we might be late to that game, I think, depending on how long. I mean, this game had flown along, I swear, but I feel like the last 5 minutes of the game took about like a dozen minutes or so. It seemed to bog down a little bit. Depending on who you're rooting for, right? Do I need to change it for... I figure I could just keep that one tonight. All right, they're looking at Eichel warming up. Knights in gold, of course. All right, should be a nice one tomorrow night, though. Wild at Avalanche. Hopefully the Wild can draw even. All right, back from break in this one. Fans in the Raleigh stands, whipping the towels. Puck is in the far boards. Sent ahead. Now sent in by Carolina, Jankowski. He has it back to the blue line. That's Slavin to the far side. Towards the net, actually behind the net into the near corner. And pass gets away over the blue line and down into their own defensive zone. Chatfield back for it. He gives it to Slavin. Slavin back to Chatfield. Under 9 to play now. What happened? Oh, yeah, my OBS is behind my clock here. It's never delayed like that. Pass into the near circle, went through everybody to the near boards. Sent out by the Canes. And shot from the far circle, a goal! The Canes tie it. That came out of nowhere. Was it Walker? Wait, who got that? Jarvis. Seth Jarvis, his first of the playoffs from Ehlers and Stahl. Pretty sure Jarvis used to be a Chicago Wolf, so good for him. 2-2 is your score. Suddenly, the Canes woke up. Yep, just beat Vladar, glove side high. It may have tipped it, but Jarvis from the far circle. Oh my gosh, who are these fans they're deciding to isolate on? All right, back underway. It was Jarvis, as of now, unassisted. We'll see if that changes. Did I ring the bell? I'm not sure. Into the horn, into the near boards. All right, down in front. Jeez Louise, this is such a terrible angle in Carolina. So many fans in the way of the camera. Near corner. Now suddenly the shots are 30-18. All right. Aho down low in the near corner. Svechnikov knocked down, but he ends up passing it, but it's out of the zone. Flyers send it in. Flyers in the near corner. Picked up. Saucer pass by the Canes to Stahl in the far corner. He gets hit. Flyers trying to dig it out. And they send it to the neutral ice. Dumping by the Canes, though. Into the near corner. And blue line. Oh my gosh, somebody stands right up in front of the camera. And you could see the Dasher boards ad through his head because it's superimposed. It's a very weird. This is so distracting. There's so many people's heads down in front. They had to go to the corner cams. They couldn't get a good look. If they pan to now to the right too. Somebody else is standing. Unbelievable. Sent out by the Canes. This is so annoying. Oh my gosh. To the far circle, back to the blue line and out. Flyers have the puck. I mean, I couldn't even pay attention to the puck. Every time they pan to the right or the left, there's a head dead center in the shot. Or back of a head. All right, the puck was by the red line. Pass gets near. Shot. Nice save by Anderson. Robinson got it to the neutral ice. Yeah, when they're at the neutral ice, it's no problem. But all right, we got a whistle here, though. Looked like Miller and Martone were about to fight, but no punches thrown, I think. Okay, so it's not 31-19, it's 31-18. Oh my gosh, these Carolina flashing lights are really annoying. Oh, great. We get to see over the shoulder of Ray Ferraro. All right, 6:08 to play. It is... Wait, now it's 30-19, the shots? They took one away? Ay, ay, ay. All right, Carolina sends it in. And it's icing. That's 6:01. All right. I don't know what's going on. Carr scored. Hello, Mothman Vlogs. Good handle. I told you. After the power play, yeah. Let's up and go. We're going. Yeah, no, I agree. You need Logan Stankoven to score. Stanky, as they nickname him. Ehlers and Stahl on the assist. So what's the call here? Yeah, that puck was tipped. I don't know why they called that icing. It was clearly tipped by Carolina. Taylor Hall got his stick on it. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it went under the blade.
I thought, Ray, that it did take a slight tear on the first.
Well, it looks like they did not call it icing. Face off at the center ice, dumped in by the Flyers. Or just taken back there by. All right, Chatfield behind his own net. Pass to the near side. Right up the middle. Red line to Hall. Hall centers it towards the net. Far circle. Must have hit the post. It's in the far boards. And out. Up ahead for the Flyers. And skated in. Blake to Hall. Hall takes it behind the net. Tries a wraparound. Where's the puck? And I think Carolina may have run over the goalie. We got a whistle at 5:24. Didn't call it the other way. I'm not sure if they're calling this one. Yeah, it sounds like it.
So Stankoven crashes into the net, but Dan Vladar makes. Oh, Vladar's got the only penalty here.
Oh, Vladar.
Sorry, my mistake.
No. Vladar 4-on-4 because Vladar got a slashing. So he eliminated what would have been a Flyers penalty by slashing. So I think Stankoven. All right, what replay are we showing? Boy, that's a pretty weak Stankoven goaltender interference. That looked like the Flyers player dumped him on him. And then Vladar is out there slashing away. I don't know who's going to serve it, but we've hit the under 6 media timeout. Yeah, it should have been a power play for the Flyers. They blew it. Wow, that's a long delay. Yeah, about an hour and a half probably. All right, yeah, I don't know who's serving it. I guess I could put anybody in for the Flyers. Let's do We'll say Martone. I don't know. I don't know who their PK is. Or power player. Well, so it's 4-on-4. Let me go into the other game and just say we'll join in progress. 8:50 p.m. Central. Puck drop. We'll join in progress after the completion of Flyers Hurricanes. All right. We'll get to that game as soon as we can. I guess I could bump the start time back. Nah, it doesn't matter. I'll leave it. Here we go. Yeah, I saw that. They were way ahead. Who's serving it? Looks like Michkov. All right, I got to get out. What the heck was with their audio? It looks like Michkov is serving it for the Flyers. I was trying to listen, and the audio was terrible. All right, hello, ESPN. Good Lord. Michkov, 39. STP sign equals Anaheim Duck colors? No. Ducks aren't red. Ducks are orange. Now, you're sadly mistaken. We'll change it to be sure then. 440. What was that? A collision right in front of the crease. 4:42 to go now. I don't know what was going on with ESPN, but I had to get out and get back in to the game. All right, shots are still 31-19. Near circle shot. Where did it go? It was tipped into the netting above the glass. Walker, 84 miles per hour. 419. Yeah, I don't have any like Golden Knight colored signs, I don't think. All right, how many times are we going to show this one shot? All right, let's get to the next draw. Ducks are currently orange. They are not red. Red is for Carolina, but not the blue. Couturier versus Stahl. Drysdale has it for the Flyers, I believe, behind his own net. We got under 50 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Pass ahead, right up the middle. Nice shot. Save and frozen puck. Pushing and shoving. Whoa, a punch nearly thrown. Trying to swing at Anderson, I think, like a sucker punch from behind. I don't know if that was Konechny or who on the Flyers there. Somebody came in late. They're not going to show that part. Decent save by Anderson. Couturier with the shot. I think it was Konechny that took that swing at Anderson. All right, what's the delay here now? As the fans are doing this again. All right, 4:01 to play in the third. 2-2. Thanks to Jarvis's first goal of these playoffs from Ehlers and Stahl. Yeah, I forgot to do the visualizer, didn't I? Dang it. All right, Couturier to take the face off. Aho won it. Slavin fell down, though. Konechny sends it to the blue line. And Flyers take it out to the neutral zone. Now back in their own zone. Over the red line. Pass to the far circle, towards the net. Puck is knocked into the far corner. Slavin trying to pick it up. 4-on-4 is almost over. Pass ahead to the red line. Ehlers with the puck. 5-on-5 resumes. Gosh, despair. Shot. Nice save by Vladar into the near circle. And now the Flyers right up the middle. Pass to the left wing. Shot. Anderson saves it and freezes it at 3:06. All right. I don't think I have anything gold for the Knights or anything West Coast. I don't know. I was just going to leave it. Taken out by the Canes and dumped in under 3 to play now. All right, far circle now. After the Flyers got it in, the Canes send it right out to Hall. Hall dumped it in, far corner, into the behind the net. Now the Flyers send it up the far boards. Martone with the puck. He gets it give and go, and then it's knocked away by the Canes and sent down the length of the ice, but not far enough for icing. Drysdale picks it up in the near circle. Drysdale pass, and it's dumped in again by the Canes. 2:10 to go in the third. Pass to the neutral ice. Chatfield has to go back and get it. Canes right in front of their own bench. Turn the puck over as the Flyers dump it in. Canes send it around. Tip it out. Blue line. Flyers. They turn it over. Red line. Into the ozone. Sent towards the net. Ooh, crashed into Vladar again. No, they're going to say the Flyers player pushed him in. I kind of thought that on the last one too, but skated up the middle. Oh, they missed a pass to Konechny in the near side. Stahl with the puck with 1:20 to play. Why does my OBS like get behind at random spots? It's so weird. 1:11 to go. Canes miss Stahl behind the net. It's in the far corner. Stahl gets to it. Behind the net. And Konechny sends it to the neutral ice. Gloved it down by the Canes. As I say, that's a whistle. I think you can only do that in your own defensive zone, right? I don't know. 56.1 to go. Yeah, Aho was sent in by Ristolainen. Vladar shoved him out and started pitching a fit, but I don't think Aho could help.
Aho ends up right on his leg. Fortunately, nobody's hurt. Vladar under some pressure.
All right, shots are 34-21. 56.1 to go. Face off, and Blake picks it up at the red line, and he dumps it in. Under 50 to go now. Sent up by the Flyers. No icing, though. Sent around by the Canes to the neutral ice, where the Flyers tip it ahead. They dump it in. Near corner. 30 seconds to play in the third. Canes pass to the red line. Stankoven with the puck. Stops in the near boards. Passes. It's behind the net with 20 seconds to go for Blake. Flyers have the puck. Far boards. Long pass ahead. Miller kicks it. Shot. Blocked. Flyers have it. Up the middle. Shot blocked. Tipped up into the air. Whistle with 5.5 seconds to go. Barring, well, I shouldn't say anything. They got the face-off in the circle. Chance for a last-second goal here by the Flyers. Oh, yeah. That shot for, what was that, bump got blocked. And then another shot by Cates was blocked too. Alrighty, excuse me. Did somebody take a timeout? Otherwise, what is taking so long here? I have no idea what we're waiting on. They actually did put 6 seconds even to go. I don't know what the discussion is. I don't know why we haven't dropped the puck. Why are we not going yet? All right, near circle. I think we're finally set. Couturier and Stahl. Face off. Into the near corner. Miller trying to dig it out. That's it. That's the end of regulation. And we got pushing and shoving in the near corner. All right, I'll start my clock. Well, I guess we're not going to get to the start on the next game. We'll hang in here for this one. All right, 34-21. I don't know why NHL.com put 17:08 because it's 15 for the intermissions and overtime. 34-21 are the shots. Let's do the goal visualizer for Jarvis. All right, Miller with the puck to Stahl to Ehlers to Jarvis, who buried it past Vladar. All right, I'll go put another note in this game too. I'll probably start pushing it back to Flyers, Hurricanes headed to OT. So, yeah, hope you can bear with me for Ducks Knights. Looks like they're going to show that while this game is at break too. Well, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Oh, now shots are 35-21. Yeah, I got the Knight on the ice. No, I should probably take a break then. Yes, if you haven't already done so and you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button or the thumbs up on the video. Consider hitting that subscribe button to the channel if you haven't already. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended to other potential viewers. This will help me grow the channel, and I thank you all for your support. If you happen to have a Twitch account, please follow Sinbin Stream there as well. It is the same stream, but it is faster and commercial free. Oh, random Aussie, your favorite OT. Yeah, sarcastically. It happens a lot. Mr. OT. Yeah, it just stinks for the playoffs when they have this tight schedule. I mean, I guess it wouldn't have mattered if this game started at 9:15. It would help, though. We would miss less than the next game. So they're doing the anthem there. I'm going to get... Well, I'm okay on water, I guess. I think we'll be all right. I got to plug in my phone, though. Yep, 56 shots in total. I don't have a Golden Knights armor suit. No, not a fan. Have one Knights hat. That's it. Have this stinky used faded Ducks hat for display purposes only. We'll probably never wear that one. All right, it's Dostal in net. So they're just going to show this one during the intermission, I guess. I don't know. Still showing Dostal, and it's Carter Hart. Game 1, round 2 in the Western Conference. Jeez. Didn't want either of these teams in the second round. Certainly didn't want either of them going into the conference finals either. All right, I guess we'll bring that game up on the screen. Ducks in white and orange, left to right. Knights in gold and black, right to left. Oops, I need a different rag, I think. They had a whistle 9 seconds in. Oh boy, pardon me. Whew. Actually, I think I need some. Nah, none tonight. I'm so tired. Let's see the countdown. Okay, I'm like less than 20 seconds ahead of the countdown for overtime. Timberwolves Spurs underway. Spurs 11, T-Wolves 8, 6:53 in the first as the Knicks continue to blow out the Sixers in the third, 93, 64, 6:03 in the third. All righty. 19:14 to go in the first of Ducks Knights. And sent up. And a whistle at 19:02. Well, I'd hope to get to the other one on time, but, you know, nothing I can do. I don't know. Depending on how late it is, we'll see if I even bother. All right, we got a penalty. Oh. Nobody touched the puck. That was definitely delay of game, puck over glass on Anderson. Despite Torts didn't even bother to look at what he was doing. Seven minutes till they start up again in overtime. 18:58 to go in the first, and off the draw, the Knights clear it down the length of the ice. Oh, I'm too tired to drink tonight. Holy cow. Killorn behind the net. Pass to Lacombe at the blue line. Seneca towards the near circle. Gauthier to Lacombe. Off a rebound. Somebody broke a stick. Actually, I think 2 people broke sticks. Skated up by Eichel. He gets moved into the corner by McTavish. Lacombe has the puck. Over the red line, Gauthier sends it towards the net, and Hart freezes the puck. Yeah, I'll just be rooting for a good game in that one. I'm not really cheering. All right, they broke away from the action of this game. There's 5 and I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back. If they're going to take a break, I will too. And let me cue up the music. All right, thanks everybody. Okay, we are back. Just about set, I think, for the overtime. Oh boy. All right. No, if I had whiskey now, I'm already tired. I am supplied thanks to my wife. Okay, that is not live. That's why that's that way. All right, let's get rid of the music. All right, let's see what we got. Well, let's get this game out of here. We'll put it at the end. Let's get rid of baseball for now. So no score, Ducks and Knights. Just about set to start the overtime. And they do have the score of Ducks Knights up in the corner. That game's on ESPN2, so this game's continuing here on ESPN. All right. Overtime, 20 minutes on the clock. Canes in black, left to right. Flyers in white, right to left. Dump in, sent around to the far boards. And Canes keep it in. Sent to Stahl in the far corner. Back to the blue line. A long shot wide into the near boards. Both teams are 1-0 in overtime in the playoffs. And Zegras sends it out. Anderson plays the puck. It goes all the way down the length of the ice. Flyers play it up the near boards. Dump. Nope, missed on the dump in. Flyers have the puck. Near circle shot. Glove save. And Anderson sends it off the boards behind the net. They pass ahead to Blake, who dumps it in. It's in the far corner. We've played a minute of overtime. Back to the blue line. Shot. That was wide. Rebound sent wide to the far corner. And sent out. So 2 shots for the Flyers, none for Carolina here in the early goings of the overtime. Still waiting behind the net is the Canes. I don't know what we're waiting on. Line change maybe? I have no idea. Pass to the near side. Sent in from the blue line. Vladar stops it behind the net. Pass gets away. Martinook couldn't handle it, though, but they get it back. Aho sends it to the near corner and then pass through everybody to the far boards and out. A red line dump into the near corner for Carolina. Sent around by the Flyers. Not out. Now sent out. Chatfield has to get back to pick it up behind the net for Carolina. Now they wait. Gosh, despair. Still waiting again. Still behind the net, waiting. Sent ahead to the neutral zone. Taken away. Now taken back, and the Canes dump it in behind the net. Far corner. Centering pass tipped towards the net. It's in the crease. Frozen puck. Whistle sounds at 17:15. Oof. 36-23 shots on goal. No score in Las Vegas. 0-0. 13:51 to go in the first at a whistle. They're probably at the under 14 media timeout. Oh, Robinson had a chance, and Jankowski nearly tucked in the rebound 5-hole. All right. Face off, far circle. Back to the blue line for the Canes. Long shot, tip just wide. Rebound sent through the slot. Flyers have it. To the red line. Dumped into the near corner. Canes send it out immediately. Dumped in by Jarvis. He chases. Jarvis sends it behind the net to Stahl. Stahl to the blue line. Long shot. Oh, I don't know where that hit. Must have hit the glass behind the net, and then it... Funny carom. All right, Flyers managed to get it out to neutral ice. And the Canes dump it in again. Nope, they did not. The ESPN camera thought they did, but the Flyers had it at neutral zone and went offside, and ESPN didn't show any of it. Come on, Canes. Yeah, redirect just went through the crease, that little area to the side of the post, went through the blue, not off the post and off the boards. Nearly had the game winner deflected in. 16.5 to go. Hey, they call icing on that on the Flyers at 16:27? Huh. Thought that was red line. All right, great. They're showing Brenda Moore on the bench, and they missed the draw. Unbelievable. They have been extra terrible tonight with their coverage, they being ESPN. All right, Flyers send it up, far boards. Miller knocked it away. Flyers dump it in, though. Picked up by the Canes. That was Walker. Up ahead to neutralize. Stankoven dumps it in. It's behind the net. Sent around the near boards. Blake couldn't handle it. Sent ahead for the Flyers. 1-on-2. Sent behind the net, and the Canes send it out. Puck is dumped in by Philly. 37-24 the shots. It's behind Carolina's net. Turned over by the Canes. Far circle towards the net. Knocked into the near corner. 15-20 to play in the overtime. Skated up near circle. That was Svechnikov. Had to dig it out of the near corner. And sent out of the zone to Gostisbehere. He dumps it in. Hurricanes have to tag up. Svechnikov, I thought he had it, and the Flyers dump it in. Behind the Canes net. Pass through to the crease, tipped away by Anderson, skated out. Martinook passes, got away. And the Flyers have the puck again. Behind the net. Canes couldn't get it out again. Blue line keeper, pass to the far circle, shot wide into the near corner. Near circle, bump. Was that bump? With the shot. And sent out. I think that was bump. No, it was Sealer. Boy, I haven't said Sealer's name all night. Behind the net and sent out. Man, follow the puck camera. This is almost as bad as TNT. Sent towards the net for Zegras, and it was tipped wide, apparently. Good scoring opportunity for the Flyers. Puck just got dug out of the far corner. Zegras looking behind the net. Near circle, still looking. Pass. And blue line shot wide into the near boards. Still in the O-zone for the Flyers. Towards the net, sent wide. How did they not win it there? And another one towards the net and a frozen puck, and we've got a penalty apparently at 13:31. It's on Svechnikov, and the Flyers head to the power play. Jeez Louise.
2 minutes and 6 seconds. Svechnikov was on the ice.
Hooking on Svechnikov. and he gets the penalty. They were just saying how he had been out there over 2 minutes. Come on, Hurricanes score and win this game. Yeah, somebody. I'd like to get to the other game. No score, 10:39 in the first. Where was the penalty? I don't think they showed the penalty. It was called hooking. He got Sanheim. I didn't see it. Face off near circle, and the Canes get it. It looks like Martinook just cleared it. Martinook, Stahl, Chatfield, and Slavin on the PK. Drysdale is out there with Cates, Zegras, Forster, and Konechny on the power play. Near boards. Puck is dug out to the blue line, sent into the near corner. Slavin knocked Forrester down. Behind the Canes net, Cates back to the blue line for Drysdale. Near side, Konechny. Drysdale, blue line, down to Zegras. Drysdale shot, big rebound. Konechny in the near boards. Back to Drysdale, another shot. And it's taken by the Canes to the neutral ice. They'll dump it in from the red line and try to get a line change. 1 minute remaining on the power play and under 12 and a half to play in the overtime. Barkey to Dvorak. Far circle. Michkov behind the net. Stick is flying along the... And far corner, finally the Canes get it to neutral ice and down into the near circle. Picked up by Ristolainen. He skates it to the blue line, drop back. Barkey with the puck. Martone up the middle. Pass gets away. Sent out again by the Canes. Man, terrible camera work. That pan was way too fast. It's got to be a little more casual than that. York dumps it in. It's to Grundstrom in the far corner. Canes get it. Jankowski couldn't get it out, though. Back to 5-on-5. Under 11 and a half to play and cleared out. And dumped in by the Canes. Behind Philly sends it around to the near side. Dump into the far corner. Chased there. Behind the net, into the near corner. Under 11:10 now in overtime. Pass in the far circle and sent out. Red line. Taylor Hall picks it up in the near circle, but the puck got deflected to the neutral zone. Picked up by the Flyers. And they tried to dump it in. Picked up by Riley, though, and sent to Gostisbehere. Now back to Riley. Pass to Blake. Blake dumps it in from the red line. It's in the far corner. Picked up by Zegras. Zegras over the red line. Into the near circle. Drop pass to Zegras. Towards the net. Saved by Anderson. Into the near corner. Well, no, I guess he froze it. Camera thought he had... Camera just can't follow the puck. Come on, Carolina, score, please. Yes. Yes, indeed. All right, I got to update the shots. They took one away from Carolina. Oh, that broke the stick of somebody, that shot. Or maybe it just knocked the stick out of his hand. Sure looked like the stick broke on that one shot. All right, face off in the near circle in the Carolina defensive zone. 10:20 to play in overtime. Svechnikov sent it to the far corner, got knocked back to the blue line. Now sent into the near corner. Picked up by the Flyers. And, oh, what a hit at the blue line by Sorry, that was Walker. Why did I forget Walker's number or his name? Sent to the far boards, and the Flyers send it to the neutral ice. That looked like a trip. Where's the call? Fans are wondering. Down in front, guys. Sent ahead to the far circle. Yeah, there was a center ice trip that went uncalled. Looks pretty obvious. Behind the Flyers net. Ehlers with the puck. Centers to the far side. Sent around by Slavin. Jarvis didn't. Oh, they were trying to get it to Jarvis. It never made it. It's in the far corner for Stahl. Both teams trying to dig out the puck. 9:05 to play in overtime. Yeah, I see. Yeah, OBS is like a second or two behind my actual clock. All right, skated in by the Flyers. Couturier sent it behind the net. Now, do we have a Flyers penalty coming up? I don't know. Chatfield dumps it in. It's in the far corner. All right, behind the net. Now the Flyers get it in the far corner. So nothing. Overtime shots are 9-1, Philly. Another trip or something. The fans just want every little thing called. I don't think that one was a trip. Shot saved and sent out to the neutral ice by Couturier. That last one, I don't think it was a penalty, but the one at center ice definitely was. Robinson draped all over somebody for the Flyers, and they're going to get that call immediately, I think, at 8:07. Or what was this whistle for? Well, either way, we're going to get the under 10-minute ice treatment. That's the only breaks they take in overtime. They just keep playing. There's no under 14, under 10, under 6 media timeout. Walker with a nice shot. Gloves saved, but not held on. Rebound went right up the middle. Is that the same one, just from a slightly different angle? Yeah. So the goalie's getting their drinks. Shots are 37-30. 35 saves tonight for Vladar, and 28 then for Anderson. Still no score in Anaheim. 9-4 the shots, first period. Oh, boy. All right, well, apparently no penalty. I missed what I could look it up in the play-by-play, but that's 7:03 to go. Yeah, no score now. Still in Las Vegas. Knicks clobbering the Sixers. Yeah, it looked that way at even as early as before halftime. Yeah. All right. Just about set to resume here. Face off and controlled. Chatfield passed it. Then a dump in. On net and a frozen puck by Vladar. I guess not a shot on goal. It was a dump in from the blue line. It's funny how sometimes they count them, sometimes they don't. I can't figure out what the difference is sometimes either. All right. Face off in the far circle in the Flyer zone. Still waiting. Carolina wins the draw. Shot was a blocker save. High. Excuse me. Taken behind the net and sent out. down the length of the ice. Icing is the call on the Flyers. It's 7:46. Oh, tight one. Gotcha. I see down below. We're trying, Ricky. We're trying. I forgot to check the poll. Flyers, 52% of the votes, though. All right. Sent around to the near side. And a dump in by the Canes. It's in the near corner. Sent to the far side. Martinook gets to it first. Pass to the near side. Sent around back to the far corner. Behind the net, Svechnikov to Martinook. Sent around to the near corner. Aho behind the net. Far circle back to the blue line. Miller now to Walker. Walker in the far circle. Towards the net. Shot. Frozen and whistle at 7:04. 39-30 are the shots. Yep. 4:45 to go in the first in Las Vegas. No score. Yep. I don't know what. Yes, I heard she's out 2 weeks, but ankle injuries are nothing to be made light of. Near circle. Near corner. Taken behind the net by Robinson. Wrap around. Oh, he sent it wide into the near corner. Good idea. Just couldn't hang on to it fully. Backhander. Nice shot from the near circle. I think by Zegras. Saved by Anderson. Skated out now by the Canes and dumped in to the near corner. And now finally it's Couturier with the puck. And at the neutral zone, it's brought up by, and then shot, glove save. Anderson sends it around. That was a shot by Michkov. Near corner. Sent behind the Canes net. In the slot. That shot, did that get through? Flyers still have it. Pass to the slot. Another shot blocked into the near corner. And centered. It's to the far side of the net, or the right side. And a frozen puck by Anderson in the slot at 5:41. Come on, Canes. Jeez Louise. Good play by Anderson. A couple of good saves. They said 31 saves, but NHL.com still only has 32 shots, not 33. So as of now, it's 30 saves for Anderson. Sent out finally. 12 shots in overtime, most in a playoff overtime since 2003 for the Flyers. All right, picked up by Svechnikov. Red line into the O-zone. Far circle towards the net, behind the net, and sent out by the Flyers. And pass gets stolen. Svechnikov towards the net, or is that? He lost it. It went to the far corner and out. Yep. NHL.com never put 33 shots up. It's still 40-32. Under 5 to go in the overtime. To the far circle, and I guess offsides at 4:51. Now they put the shot up. Are you kidding me? Why is NHL.com so slow on the shots? All right. Still waiting for them to get to the draw. All right. Stahl still waiting for Dvorak. Oh my gosh, dropped the puck. Dvorak, well, Chatfield gets the puck, so, and then it's immediately taken away right up the middle, shot and wide into the near corner. Carolina, I don't know, Chatfield must have turned it over or gotten poked away from him. That was awful. Nearly was the game winner. Sent ahead, and it's picked up by and sent out already. Ehlers did nothing. Near corner. And Flyers keep it in, but it's sent out by the Canes. They had a 3-on-2. Slavin to the far circle. That shot was blocked. Far circle again, but it's to the blue line. 4 minutes remaining in overtime. Pass to the far side and sent back in. All right, pass sent up at the neutral zone. Flyers with the puck. Come on, somebody score. I don't even care anymore at this point. I just want this game over with. Gosh, Despair sends it up. 3:33 to go in the overtime. It's behind the net into the near corner. And sent in by the Flyers. Far circle. Behind the net. Behind Carolina's net. Still battling for the puck. Miller, well, couldn't get it out. Now the Canes get it out. But that's icing at 3:04. Jeez Louise. Icing on the Canes. Why are we showing the... Oh, it's this turnover. Yeah, I don't know what Chatfield was doing. Konechny nearly won the game. And then Ehlers sent it wide of the net. Unless Konechny blocked it. False start on the draw. They would have missed it if not for the false start. Flyers keep it in at the blue line. 3 minutes to go. Somebody score. I really don't even care. Just tired of this game. Sent down the length of the ice. Another icing penalty on Carolina. 2:51. Oh, man. Sorry. They got under a minute to go in the first period. And near boards, 2:45 to go. Near boards again, Flyers to the far side. Far corner, nobody's dug it out. Miller, nope, towards the net. And a glove save, I guess, by Anderson. Jeez, this game is just putting me to sleep. 40-34. Hey, Puck Drop Nation, what's up? Yep, end of the first in Vegas, no score. 11-6 the shot, Ducks. Oh, man, sorry. Face off, far circle in the Carolina zone. York sends it behind the net to the slot. Shot, big rebound. Chatfield is there. Chatfield sends it out. It's picked up. I think it's Drysdale. Yeah. Drysdale sends it ahead. Sent behind the Carolina net. It's 14-5 shots Flyers in the overtime. 2 minutes remaining in the overtime. Dump in again. Stahl trying to track it down. Sent out. Neutral ice. Red line. Dump in by Carolina. Oh my gosh. Somebody do something. Sent around the near boards and dump in again by the Canes, but they're going for a line change. They would have been offsides. Sent to the Neutralized. Now dumped in by the Flyers. Miller sends it behind his own net. Pass taken. Walker over the red line. Pass to the left wing. Far circle towards the net. Shot. Rebound. And a goal! I think. They're giving it to Hall, I think. And the Canes win it and take a 2-0 series lead. Wow. Finally, out of nowhere, we get a goal. Jeez Louise, that. Taylor Hall, third of the playoffs, unassisted. All right, finally. And the Canes take the 2-0 series lead. Final in overtime. Flyers led this game 2-0, but it wasn't enough. Got to get 3. Yeah, it's about time. Man, that game was just dragging and dragging. Sorry, I'm tired and it was not helping my situation. I imagine they'll add a shot, but at any rate, Taylor Hall's third from Blake. We'll sign off and get to the next game as soon as possible. Yep, Hall poked it in. Shoot. Initial shot, big rebound. It hit. Yeah, Vladar, nice play by Hall. Vladar almost got the glove there. Hall sent it between the legs of a Flyers defenseman. Excuse me. Yeah, it just missed Sanheim's skate and hit the post and went in. What a game. Carolina comes back. They had a late goal by Jarvis. And then got the winner in overtime at 18:54 with 1:06 left. And we had 55 votes, 53% for the Flyers, so 47% were right for the Canes. Taylor Hall from Blake and Walker is your hero. All right, I'm going to try and get ready for the next one. It was 2-2 in overtime. Yep. Sorry, I am a little tired. Sorry. Carolina won. Yep. Rebound in front of the net. Yep. Hall, Johnny on the spot. Subscribe. Yeah. I haven't checked out Puck Drop Nation, but okay. Great goaltending. Yep. I did put the final in. All right, I'm going to get going. They're doing the 3 stars. All right, final score, Carolina 3, Philadelphia 2. We'll get ready for the next game. Should have enough time, but I want to get on as quickly as possible and sync up the countdown clock. So they broke the lead streak, but not the win streak. Exactly right. All right, thanks, Puck Drop Nation. All right, we'll get to that game. I'm going to get that set up, and we'll get to the next. Yeah, it was 41-36, the final shots on goal. Here's Hall. All right, we'll do the visualizer. So the puck is to Walker. Walker carried that one really nicely. Passed it to Hall. Hall went to the net. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It just off the rebound. He got it before Vladar or forgot who the defenseman was. Sanheim, I think, could get to it and tucked in the rebound between the legs of Sanheim, and then it hit the post and went in. So, all right. Sinbin Stream signing out. We'll see you in the next game. We will have Ducks Knights as soon as I can get it started. Hope to see you in that one. If not, we'll be back tomorrow also with Game 2, Wild and Avalanche. Sinbin Stream signing out, wishing you all the best. Good night and goodbye for now.